Grab a water, a pencil, and a piece of paper because I'm going to take us through exactly how we are going to raise the value of this 32 unit building from 1.8 million to nearly $3 million. So it's important to remember in situations like this that commercial properties, so 5 units and above, are based on cash flow. That's right. All value is derived from how much cash the building is actually putting off. When we purchased this building, we purchased it at $1.8 million. There's 2 metrics that really measure what a building is worth when it's time to sell. One is called cap rate, and the other one is called the gross rent multiplier. For this example, we're just going to use the gross rent multiplier, or the GRM, to get to the value of this building. To get to the GRM, you take the annual rents and then you multiply them by some value to get the value of the building. These values change per market. In Los Angeles, the GRM is closer to 15. Here in Mobile, Alabama, the GRM is between 7 and 8. We bought this property on a gross rent multiplier of 7.8, meaning that the annual rents, total rents collected right now, times 7.8 equals 1.8 million, the purchase price. This property was 32 one-bedroom units, mainly Section 8, and they were all paying $600 a month. The standard Section 8 rent for this property, and now we have put up most of the buildings, is $895. So you take the rents from $600 to $895. But Chris, won't the tenants be affected? Their portion rarely changes under the Section 8 program because their portion is derived from their earned income, the amount of income they earn. So we raise the rents from $600 to $895. So now you take $895 times 32 times 12 times that same gross rent multiplier of 7.8. So now all the rents were at $600. We raise them all, get them re-rented, get it worked it out with Section 8 at $895. You then take $895 times the number of units, there are 32 units here, and times 12, that is the annual income of the property, and then we'll use the exact same gross rent multiplier, 7.8, to times that number by that to get nearly $3 million. The goal here is to get all of this done by May of next year, 2025. Hopefully, interest rates would have dipped by then, and then we will refinance this property, pull out all of the money that we've put back into it, use that money to go buy another apartment building. So that, in a nutshell, is how we are going to add almost $1 million to the value of this building by raising the rents and sticking within the guidelines of Section 8 and their allowable rents. This is the sign of what it used to look like. Boom. There's our beautiful new management sign on this 32 unit building. We've rebuilt the steps. We've redone the roofs. As you can see, it is a process, but within a year and a half time, we will have all of these rents from $600 up to $895, and therein lies the true value add. A lot of times people call this forced appreciation, which is something we look for heavily when we're underwriting deals. If the rents are here, what is the standard in rent now, especially with Section 8? And then we just see if the gap is big enough for us to be able to buy it, bring up all the rents, and then refinance it and still capture all of our initial investment in the property. So gross rent multiplier is the one we are using now. You can also use cap rate, which I can explain in another video at another time. But GRM and rents collected is really what appraisers use a lot of times to determine the value of the building. We'll get this one reappraised and refinanced next May of 2025. Stay tuned. Of course, I'm going to make a video, let you know how it goes. But this was a big purchase of 2024, 32 unit building, and that's how we're going to bring it from $1.8 million value at a 7.8 GRM to a just shy of $3 million on the same GRM of 7.8 just by raising rents. So to recap, 32 units, all collecting $600 a month times 12 times 7.8 got us to our purchase price at $1.8 million. 32 units times 895 times 12 times 7.8 will give you the new value of the building once everything is finished. So go ahead, run your numbers. Do you think this is a good deal? Would you be interested in doing a deal like this?